Hello, hello. Make sure this is, again, all set up and I've got everything. It's more important that I have to have everything out in front of me now because I've only got one hand to adequately use all my things here. It's tragic. Although the injured hand is now doing better. Still healing. Still can't effectively use a controller, so that's just how that is. I got it to at least I can hold a controller at the very least, but I can't really use the joystick with my left hand yet, so it's a work in progress. Make sure this is, again, all set up. There we go, yes! Internet's been a little bit wonky today, right? I'm quite familiar with how to do therapy for injured muscles, I can tell you that much. Not an unknown topic for me. I've injured quite heavily other parts of my body. Also, ironically, the left side of my body. But it is still doing good. Just been slowly trying to keep my thumb active as best as I can. But it does well otherwise. It's been officially a week now since I injured my hand. And it's probably still got a good week left before I can really start using it. Because the wound prevents me. There's a lot of, internal damage for sure with the muscle and whatnot, with all the major healing that it's trying to do, but a lot of it will be just trying to keep some sense in that left hand. My Halo days are pretty much going to be shot for quite a while. That is going to be the worst part of it all, but I shall make do. We have at least Dawn of War here to keep me satisfied, keep myself sane and in check. So, go back into the game here. We're gonna actually go take care of the orcs here. We got another Raptor champion, so we'll have 2 units to start with. And the headquarters are very crazy. It's an enemy stronghold, so we're gonna have heavy resistance. It tells us to expect assaults on your forces as soon as they arrive, and victory will eliminate the race. Easy. Die, orcs. It's gonna get crazy here. And it'll be at least it's an even fight, because I can use the keyboard for a little bit of time before my hand starts to hurt, get too sore to actually use it. Play only this game. Easy. But I can use the keyboard a little bit, but it tends to hurt me quite a bit if I use it for an extended amount of time. So I'm still gonna not use the shortcuts on the keyboard, including the control groups. So it's an even fight between us at this point. We'll see. We'll see about doing a short stream today. The hand's fine now, and like I said, I'm not planning on using it during the not during the mission, but these headquarters missions where you can eliminate players from the game board here, they can take quite a bit of time. But all of these and some other of objective-based missions, there's a story to explain what you're getting yourself into, basically. And then there's actually a little bit of a movie that plays at the beginning of each of these missions to give you a taste of what trouble you're getting yourself into.
You think you can sneak about without me,
True story.
You think you can come for me here?
That's one way to raise morale.
Orcs is never beaten in battle.
Should be fine. Should be good, it's just orcs. Dangerous, bloodthirsty orcs.
I made them big banners to remind the clans.
So, every time we go through... Every time we go and take on the race's major capital, there's a lot of secondary objectives, and it can make your life easier if you take out the secondary objectives before you go take on the big boss himself. But I mean, the first step is just to survive. Look at all those units already. 150cc can be difficult. 200cc is worse, let me tell you that. 10cc setting. Might be faster to walk at that pace. Just a small horde of orcs. That's their big tank. Their ultimate boss, if you will. Should be fine. Flamethrowers. Those are their jetpack units. Again, there's only a couple of them. And then their tanks. Tiny little creature. There we go. So the orcs here, they like a fight. Can be hard to tell, but they like a good fight. Those elephants are definitely something. That would be the wrong guy I was trying to do the whole things with, but it's fine. The good news is that there's one ramp into my little base here. So we don't have to worry about too much. I should have placed that on the other side, but it's fine.
Enjoy your last moments of bravado.
Then there's also only one relic. See, that's all we gotta do. We just gotta take out the big warlord himself. That's all we have to do in the middle of all these. And these are his honor guard units. So rushing it in there, not gonna be an easy scenario for us. There we go. Gonna need that. Gonna need a little bit of this. There we go. You can see there's red dots already everywhere. I'm gonna need you to back up. I'm gonna need you to back up. Now is not the time to be headlong into this fight. They are not. Just need to buy some time to get some real Marines out. Let's see, they really don't like me. Oh no! Need more capture point unit things. Alright, just hang on, little cultists. Buy me some time. That's all you need to do. It's worse because I can't, if I try to build like an outpost thing, yeah, it'll eventually grant me strategic points. But it'll also, cost some to get me. Oh, nope, up and running. There we go. It would be nice if there was a start with a billion credits option. There are some perks on the map through territories that you can capture and whatnot that can make the fights a little bit easier. Like the honor squad stuff and all that. Other than that, you just kind of have to just deal with it, basically. But we survived at least the first wave, which is always a good sign. Even our commander took a little bit of hits, but we gave him quite a bit of health and armor anyway. See about capturing. As you can see, this is kind of just a big canyon type area, so we're just gonna capture what we can. Eventually we want the relic, but we might have to settle for...
Anything for the great
Oh, I know what I should have done. Should be capturing this back here. That would get me some requisition points. I don't break, sir. Not for anybody. Oh, okay. I see. Yes. You can now have that back. Alright. You can also just kill the scouts. That's... I guess that'll have to be acceptable. It's better than killing my base. Yeah, they're angry. But at least now we've got a squad with our commander unit there. Make them rage a little bit so they deal more damage. Talk about a backseat driver. Alright. There we go. We can start building outposts, upgrading them to their full combat capabilities. Did I lose one of my champions? Oh no, he's capturing, isn't he? Yes. Everything's fine. Not used to that. Alright.
Do you hear the voices too?
And just go back over here. Let's go.
Whatever you desire.
Gonna need another outpost. Give me your... Yes. Beautiful.
Of course,
Also gonna
master.
need eventually more power, but it will slowly bank up. At least we're gonna have more defensive options, with those things now being able to fire as they start running through my canyon section. But I don't have really anywhere... I can't really expand until I get some sort of army up and running. Just slightly unfortunate. Alright, let's get another power core up. So a lot of this really is just... Like, pretty much every single time we go after headquarters, it is just a survival of surviving the first waves pretty much within minutes.
Of course.
This is an interesting thing. I don't have my little game timer telling me... I wonder if I could turn that on? Nah, it doesn't look like I can. Usually, I have to go through the actual options. But there's usually a little game timer I have set up to tell me what's going on. How long I've been going. Which makes it easier. I can tell you that much.
Anything for the great powers.
Alright. So it's a little bit calmer at the very least. Just gonna get me a raptor squad before we start trying to upgrade our buildings. Plasma generator is 135, of course it is. But it's fine. Somebody's delivering? I think so, but it's not for us. Somebody's getting packages in the mail. I think they're so cool. Already got our Christmas packages. Beating the COVID-19 rush. Let's see. Yeah, we're just basically waiting till I can get
My life is forfeit.
everything up and running here. Because our next objective is to get level 1, or I should say level 2 for headquarters here. The Desecrated Fortress. Alright, Raptor Squad. Just start
We're here
doing
for
that.
the dark gods.
Got everything basically we need. Just upgrade these war gears, the sword and this pistol here. This upgrades the damage output of our champions that get put into squads. I'm not gonna need to at this rate. We're gonna have defilers eventually being our defense. I want to save the turrets because you can see there's this outpost here. There's gonna be these outposts, the points by the sides, and then this. That's where I'm gonna want turrets. Because I can only build. They changed how turrets work in by the time you reach thing here, but you can only build so many of them at once, and it's for the whole map. Like, if I remember correctly, building more headquarters doesn't change how many turrets you can actually build. So I want to use those sparingly. And my defilers will work pretty well anyway. They'll do a good job of being defensive. I'm gonna need more generators. Gonna need them, which is fine. I'm gonna have plenty of requisition points. I'm actually gonna put this down here
Sir.
so it doesn't bottleneck accidentally this area where I want to keep units and whatnot. But let's get some generators up and running.
Master.
Go look at
Who is
this.
the great one?
Get another generator. I think so. I think it's a smart
For you.
way to go. And you'd be surprised how well defilers, like 2 defilers, will hold like a position like this with these 2. And these will be fully upgraded eventually as well. And we'll have the only ones who won't be going to battle will be like our Chaos Squad and the champions here that we've got. We're not going to be losing them anytime shortly. I can now, yeah, now that I've got the second level of headquarters, I can do that. It takes a lot of resources right now to do so, but that's the first one done.
Whatever you
Gonna
desire.
need more of these generators.
But of
Luckily, our
course, Master, for the dark gods.
with the 3 points that are upgraded, and now we're getting to level 2, we're gonna actually have a good amount of requisition points coming in quickly. At least at a pretty decent rate. And there's our power upgrade. And now that's all 6 plasma generators. Next up will be the defilers. Can only build 1 at a time. I'm gonna need this upgrade, the vehicle cap increase, which also unfortunately eats my requisition points. But now, because I'm getting a lot of power banked up, I'm gonna do the escalate engagement, which increases the rate of requisition points I get as sort of a trade with power versus requisition points.
My
So
life is
now,
forfeit.
that makes everything a little bit more comfortable to work with. Let's get... I'm actually going... No, I'll build it. Yeah, I'll build it up here. It's small enough to do so.
We will work faster.
It is true, I could do some development. I got at least the core upgrades that I need.
Come here so's I can kill ya.
You can't kill me, sir. I'm invincible. I don't need most of this other things yet. We'll come and get those upgrades later. I got at least the heavy weapon upgrades so I can have a full set for everybody. Get that one and that one. 2 defilers. Place them at these safe points. And then we can start working on
My life
just
is
getting my
forfeit.
army up and running. But we've almost got all the buildings at this point. Just one more tech building to grab. Do need to get this to level 2. Because we're pretty close to getting everything we need that we can start thinking about, like upgrading our units, getting them their full squad size. There's our first of our defiler. You'd actually be surprised how crazy their artillery range is. It's a pretty good distance, so keeping them up, like on this section here, as soon as they see somebody, they'll take care of him. It will not be an issue. Alright, let's get... Yep. What? Oh. I was super low on both. Alright, I'm gonna move these guys now over here and just group them up. I don't want to take the defilers with me. They're gonna be my big boys to stay home. There we go. Gonna change their stance so that way they don't go running off without me. Yep, that's there. So the idea is just because they have a history of running off on their own without my permission. It's not what I need him to do, especially on these maps. I need to protect these buildings. Oh, yes, there we go. I need another vehicle cap. At least it'll build a tank, but I need another one. I'm not used to that. Usually, I only need the 1 upgrades to get both my tanks. Sometimes 2 if I'm doing
Here for the dark gods.
if I need another vehicle of some sort, but This will be almost full full vehicle cap upgrade, I think. Either that or it will be. I haven't figured that out yet. Alright. Gonna want some of you guys. Eventually I'll get you, don't worry. So because I don't have the relic, and honestly I won't have it for a while, I won't be able to get my full upgrades and whatnot. I'll have a lot of them, but I need a couple other things. I need the relic to do a couple other things as well. Like these Predator tanks will stay unupgraded for a while, which, to be fair, there's going to be a lot of infantry units anyway, so they're going to be well suited for that. Not going to be in any trouble. Alright, there you go. 300, 300. Yes, more attack. As you can see, he's having fun. Even they're in range of his autocannon, which is impressive. This bar is his artillery shot reloading. Takes quite a bit. Alright, I think I'll give you more of the vehicle stuff. See, he's also upgrading. So you can see they'll just rain down fire for days. It's the only way into my base. And should they actually really get past these guys, it's not going to be a problem. Like, these guys will hold the line as long as they can. And then, should they get past that, I can just tell them to start attacking like crazy. It'll be a good day. Alright, let's get you linked up to the Corn Berserkers. And that. I will do that upgrade. I think this one increases... Yeah, it just does melee combat. Not going to be focusing on that currently. Because these Space Marines are going to be ranged combat. And hopefully won't be... in melee combat. But you never know. The jetpackers, they can't attack in midair. Technically I can, but technically I can attack them while they're flying through the air. But they can jump to a new position, get like right behind me and whatnot. Make it a little bit interesting to work with. Alright, there's research. There's the research I want. We want chaos energy so that we can upgrade the tank. I thought I needed a relic to get this upgrade, but I don't, which is actually good news. I will need a relic if I want the Bloodthirster. There we go. Perfect place for that. Beautiful. So that'll take care of everything in that regard. Get the Possessed Squad, get their fire breath. That. And then we'll get this upgrade, which increases the health and recharge rate of abilities and the maximum damage of my commander units. It's an incredibly useful upgrade. Does a good amount of work. Get the requisition upgrade here once I have 75. Speeds up my thing there. Oh, he's just actually out of range, but the turret's going to be able to take care of it. That's fine. That is okay. Alright, let's get this group all set and ready to go. So you can see, they really are having a crazy day there. They won't break through my defense now. Especially when I'm going on the offense. I believe it was Gandhi who coined the phrase, the best defense is a strong offense. Now there's a couple of guys here actually. A little more than I thought there was going to be when I was first charging down this ramp, but no matter. I do need more requisition points. Alright, necessary upgrades complete. Alright. Slowly work our way around here. They're getting there. They'll figure this out. The mega armored. They're a little crazy. That's some of their elite units as well. Alright. Yep, more requisition points. That's something we're going to see for a while. We do run pretty low compared to most of our maps. Once we start moving out on the attack phase here, like, it's not as difficult. We'll start baking up like crazy, which is good. There's a possibility this goes completely wrong and we lose a healthy chunk of our army here. But we've got pretty much... We do need these. And just wait it out a bit. Because they're all grouped up nicely here for me that I can reselect with my mouse. There we go. I don't need to go and fortify these positions because we're just going to be running by them. I need you guys to kind of unbottleneck yourselves here. Kind of need you to work out your life here. It would be nice. They're not the smartest. Might as well grab this outpost. Yeah, look at that. That's a boys' hut, so that's their infantry building. Just out here chilling. We're gonna see that quite a bit. Alright, so now we're slowly discovering secondary objectives. Just lets you know, like, hey, that's bad news. I should start capturing that. The others will attack it. You could grab a diplomat. I find that guns are my best diplomats for this game. It just seems easier to work with. Yeah, one of them is going to lose the fight, and it's not going to be the turrets. Ain't going to be a problem. As long, like, the fact that we're capturing these slows down their income rates, but it also gives me visual on the map, lets me see incoming threats and whatnot. Level 2 resource cannon, indeed. Nothing can get past him. Looks like this is the way to go into the headhunters camp. The thing we have to keep in mind too, with the orcs buildings, is that a good chunk of them have some sort of turret on top. Usually weak. Yeah, they're angry again. It's fine. But most of the buildings have some form of defense. Just something we're not used to. I gotta get them all grouped up here. There we go, got it. Much better. Now everyone's back together. Destroy the banner and the head crushers will rebel. That's all we gotta do. Just like that. It'll play a little scene. Now they're... So the lore-wise, the orcs do a lot of infighting. And so what happens is that as we take out these camps, the orcs are going to start infighting against each other, which makes their army overall less of a threat to work with. So that's the idea of the secondary objectives here. Here we go. Where am I? Where am I? Yes.
I'm the boss now, so shut it. Head crushers, we's on our own now.
Yes, hello. Yes, hello. I can see you've done some fighting in the time that I've been gone. Just restock everybody. Do need to get our upgrades for the tanks back up and running. You can see all these buildings, little turret guns shooting at us. They're not typically like difficult to work, like to fight against, but they are annoying. It's a constant threat. You can't just ignore the buildings, as it were. And technically, I don't have to destroy these buildings, but because I have to get out safely, it's gonna be more efficient to just take the buildings out and work our way through that. But let's go see this relic here, which is of course in this water, which is a good chance. Nope, the water's completely safe. Again, not used to that. Usually, the water's just terrible cover. I see there's quite a couple of units here. And just fight them to the death. Keep on moving, guys. I know it's a big army. You guys can do this. You guys have seen worse. There we go. Okay, yeah, so there's quite a couple of forces moving in on my position now. The good news is that taking the relic allows me to go get my bloodthirster, but it also technically slows them down because there's only one on the map, which means they can't get their they can't build their superior unit without it. Bet you they still have it though, but it'll be okay. All right. Now that things are gonna calm down a bit, let's grab this worker. Start moving him over here. Hopefully he doesn't get shot. It would be nice. If he goes south, it's okay. If he goes up, that could be a problem. The worker units kind of move slowly. They kind of just like to take their time. Destroy the Rocket Ranger's banner. That's just south of the relic. That's fine. It'll be okie dokie here. Make sure everybody... There we go. Get all their numbers up and running. See, at least he went south. That is a nice worker. That's what we wanted. Bet you we'll have this captured by the time he gets to my position. I'm not thoroughly enjoying the path you're taking. Can't... It should be out of range of that base. I would have preferred going up above. I guess technically this is a faster way to get to where the relic is, but not what I would call the safest way. I've not sent units through there to make it all safe and sound, make sure there's no hidden squads. But he seems to be doing just fine.
Whatever you desire.
Look at that. Almost there.
I swear to you it will happen.
Just wait for it. There we go. Just in time. There we go. So we're gonna hold our ground here until we get the... Oh, so there's some infighting happening. Must have been more of, quote, their enemy units. That's fine. As you can see, there's plenty of buildings for them to build their stuff. They ain't shy on that. I should probably move these units a little bit out of the way so I can reselect my worker. There we go. I see you. Alright. Let's get some defenses up and running. And we're not terribly far from the front of the base, but you can see there's a headquarters building on the outside. Their HQ was also on the inside somewhere. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to fight through.
We are under attack.
Where? Oh, yes, a tank. Snuck past my defenses. This is why we keep you around. You can get the bloodthirster. Ah. Stay back. Stay back. This is my land. Claimed it. Alright, let's get another turret there. Let's get that to big boy mode. Level 2 turret. I'm gonna have to somehow regroup these units back up so I can reselect them a little bit easier. Tank? There you are. It is pretty nice to have automatic guns. Destroyed the foot stumps banner. Okay, that's my whole squad. Oh, hello. Hello, Squiggerths. There we go. These are nuts. These are quite the beasts. There we go. Luckily, we've got a pretty full army to work with. All right, let's go down first. There we go. Go back this way. The elephant things are crazy. Nope. Hi, Hobbses. We'll go down. Take care. I believe this is the rocket, the jetpackers. And just take care of them. Easy peasy. Where's that? Your defenses mean nothing to me. Just take out the banner. And then we can take care of everybody else. That's fine, look at that. These other worker units, don't have to worry about them. Yeah, you can see they're still technically enemies, but I am going to back up and just let them do their thing. Let them do their thing. I don't need to chase me down. I would prefer them not to chase me down, if I'm being honest. Alright, where was the other objective? Okay, so it's straight ahead. That's easy enough. Oh, they are chasing me. I was mistaken. Maybe they're just trying to walk past me. Burn boys, a banner. Yes, okay. Lots of guys to get rid of. Yep, they're having fun. They're having fun. We'll go south. We'll get. Thanks very much. Takes a lot of work to kill everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my bloodthirster. There he goes. Give him. Replace the commander squad. Boom. Alright. I'm thinking we should have people group up. Get rid of the Burn Boys banner. It's a crazy banner. Alright. And then we leave again, because we're gonna go take care of the big stuff up front and just basically walk straight to their base. You can see there's examples of infighting happening there. Now, the generators. Now that I have my big boy thing, this should be. What is that? Oh, Mad Doc. That's their healer unit. He's a bit crazy, but it's fine. Perfect. And hopefully, we don't need to. There we go. There's the banner. More units infighting each other. These ones I pretty much have to fight because they're directly in front of the base of where I want to be at. I need to. So they'll just be continually shooting at me if I leave them alone. It's a tiny problem. So just here we go. This is why I've got all these armies here. Like, all these units will do the good things. Taking down these buildings. There we go. Now to go after the big man himself. Which could get crazy. They tend to spawn units directly on top of themselves when they're... hello? Anybody wish to, like, go forward? Fine. We'll go take the scenic routes. I was trying to get you guys to go through this way, but that seems to be a problem for some of you. Here we go. True words. You tell them. As you can see, I technically somehow have 20 units out of 19. Haven't figured that out. That shouldn't have happened. Considering I don't lose supply like that. He's always in a foul mood. Especially when I take out all his buildings. Go crazy, guys. But yes. He's not had the best day. There we go. Already halfway through. And just slowly take the fight. We're in the midst of all of this. All of these buildings. There we go.
Got me one more surprise for you. The boss? Who is getting shot up? Ain't you the master of the obvious? Use explosives.
Lights out.
The bomb.
That is quite an explosive. Yep, seems pretty stable. It's just one way to make sure the army doesn't claim your territory is just to nuke it.
Have your tunnels dug and ready. You sure is smart, boss. Shut it, you git. That got me a whole
But that does get rid of the orcs off of this planet. Chain reaction, indeed. Perfect. Perfect. For the blood god. It's just, this is the little epilogue after the fights, but we done it all. Done it all. Didn't even get any war gear for that. That's good. That's good. But we got rid of the orcs. They still have these green territories. We still have to capture them. We just don't claim that territory for ourselves. But the orcs are no longer a faction to fight against, so that's the good news. Just got all these others to go through. But I'm thinking our next ways to go through. Yep, push the Green Horde back indeed. But I think our best bet is to go through this way, because I actually want this territory up here, the spaceport. So that gives me a really good passive to work with. But it takes a while to get through that. Since I start here, it's all the way over here. It means either traveling up through this way, up through the middle between these two armies, where instead I'll just rather just go through the left side and just clear them out. Try to basically take care of these guys at the same time, kind of deal. But we'll end the turn there. Yep, he failed his attack. We got... He didn't even move. He's gonna go for the attack. Nope. Didn't move. Perfect. Alright. He did beef up the defense here. That was a defense 2. It's now a 3. There is sort of this, I guess, sort of overall difficulty. Over time, territories become harder and harder to push back, to fight against, as it were. So we gotta keep that in mind. Oh, I get a Chaos Sorcerer for doing that. This is a 3. I should be able to do this relatively quickly. Basic infantry. It's a single base. One could hope. One could hope. Trying to see if we can do it. I got 15 minutes. I will have to go back through the options and see where my game timer's at. It may not be available during the campaign mode. I know it is during skirmish missions, but it may not be a thing here. Not particularly familiar with this map. It's a little bit too open for my tastes right off the bat. Not a big fan of it. But we'll make do. Start capturing. There you are. I was like, where's that? Where's that control point?
Thank you, Master.
It'll be interesting. It kind of looks like a 3-player map, judging by the way the relics are built, how the map is situated.
We're here for the dark gods.
We'll figure it out for sure. And get our requisition points up and running. I'm hoping they attack from the front, not from this side over here, but we'll see. It's got basically like this front middle section that goes to the center, and then this back section that you could, looks like you might be able to get, yeah, you might be able to essentially walk around a little bit. It's an interesting setup, I can tell you that much. Alright.
Bless us, great one.
Get some outposts up and running. I'm gonna get you the relic. If nothing else, that's just more things we can add to my shopping list. So we got the Tau here that are already on the offensive. It's not a terribly big army, and we killed the commander anyway. Well, that's the good news there. The Tau are new for this expansion, as it were. They get introduced in Dark Crusade. They're sort of this, they're like mecha suits teamed with crazy melee type creatures, as it were. So just this weird mix, as it were.
Thank Thank you, Master.
They are pretty cool. They've got some pretty cool little
Thank you
things,
for the
little
great
abilities. They've got... I think they're the only race that actually doesn't have turrets, but you can build tank-like units that can act as essentially mobile turrets. It's a little crazy to work with. But we'll be seeing more of them shortly, I can tell you that much.
Yes, yes. We will
Get
work
that up and running. Captured a relic. Don't worry, because I'm about to as well. So he did come through the front, which actually is really good news. Where's my... There we go. We're going to send them on a little scout mission. I just want to know where their base is. That's the only thing we need. Because if we find it, I can go on the attack relatively quickly. Does sound like a solid build strategy. Go. I need you. Fortify that there. I'm gonna send you capturing units around left and right. Like if their base is over here, I'd be pretty surprised. Seems a little bit too close if you ask me. I wouldn't mind. There's a possibility like their base is over here as well. Hard to tell exactly. I'm actually gonna send them into there. See if they are hiding. Just slowly build up the army here, because we don't need to be on the defense as much anymore. We can take it a little bit easy.
What is your wish?
Alright, they're definitely, like, they definitely would have shown up at that point. I'm pretty certain. Like, unless they're, like, their headquarters is, like, really back here somewhere, like, I should have seen them or their enemies at that point. And there's a good chance they're not here since they're not, I don't see any capture points. We know they captured a relic, so they're nearby here somewhere. We just gotta figure out which one that they're at before we make our move here. Yep, I thought so. Oh, alright, I'll get that shortly. Perfect. There we go. There we go. That's where they're at. Let's see if we can't get rid of this worker. Because it probably means this worker's probably going around. I need more money. But this worker's probably going to build, yeah, work on buildings out here. The Tau as the enemy race tends to love to build these stealth units, which makes my life miserable. It's not what I need. I need this upgrade. That way my scout units can see better. But they definitely captured that point, and they captured this point here. I almost... He either just had the building up, or he just started building it. Either way. If we attack that, it should be fine. We'll get that all settled out. There we go. So at least now my scout units can see cloaked units. Which are none of these units, actually. Here we go. So his base is definitely up there. That is all good. That should give us... It gives us a little bit of a good idea of where we need to go. The hope is that we could just take him out really quickly, because he's not going to have a lot for defense. What do I need for the berserkers? If I could click on it, it's sacrificial circle. Indeed. Luckily I know which building. And that one is. Let's go. Add that to the list.
We will build it for you.
I'm gonna do the power thing here. And just start speeding it up here. Because like I said, we're gonna just try to go for it super quickly. That's the stealth units. There we go. Oh, and he's got his turret, got his resource thing upgraded, of course. Just take it out, though. Prevent. Because I don't need to capture the units so long as they're not... as long as they don't have the turret up on it. That should keep them at bay a little bit. Alright, let's get... Right. Waiting for it. I'll build another generator. There we go. Also, I'm gonna need The vehicle cap limit raised.
We're here for
That's a
the
problem.
cause. Yes,
Build one more generator and then we'll let that go there.
faster.
Yeah,
The gods are for
the chaos tend to not, like, they don't have a lot of they have a good chunk of infantry units, but they're spread across multiple buildings. But they do tend to,
Sanity is for
like, I have to build all my buildings to get all my infantry units, as it were. And I don't need to build more than one machine pit, typically speaking. Yeah, the Space Marines, they have a pretty heavy thing here. It's not as necessary with the Chaos to build more than like 2 machine pits, just because if you have the resources abundantly and you just want to build the tanks, it's not a bad strategy. But typically speaking, I only build the few vehicles and then just stick with that, use it to rebuild it as necessary. Between easy and normal mode, I have different strategies as to like what I do in the early part of the game, but I usually will build 2 of the barracks because I tend to need Marines as my defense units, and then eventually make the squad that I have with like the Raptor squadrons and all that. But yeah, the difference between easy and normal is quite a jump. I do a completely different strategy when I'm going through all that. Alright, so I'm hoping that we'll just grab this tank and then kind of just be done. We'll just go on the offense and see if that works out. May not, but it'll be fine. I'll be having these upgrades storming in. Alright. I need to move
Whatever you desire.
this guy out of the way so that I can go through this. Just go on the offense here.
Take us to battle. We are the
Because I think the rule set for campaign is annihilation, where I need to destroy all unit producing buildings.
the way to hell.
So that's like the HQ who was building a thing there. Great. That's just what I needed. Luckily my Raptor squadron got it flanked by the Vespid wing. Oh, okay, yeah, he's got a pretty handy stealth squad here. There we go. Got my upgrade for that, so they can have more flamethrowers. They do have the mines as well. Perfect. Like, my day doesn't get any worse. Alright. Yeah, so their mines slow me down pretty crazy. It's a ridiculous slow speed. Here we go. Just start moving in. They'll move and fire at the same time, so I can move these guys. There we go. Just take out the headquarters. Let's go back. Sacrificial circle, because they are now ready for deployment. There we go. There's our new squad. That'll help take down the building pretty quickly here. Take that out. There we go. Okay, so it is HQ elimination. That's good. So technically annihilation, but specifically the HQ annihilation one. So that works out quite well for me. I will not say no to that. I'm now going to have the sorcerer added to my squad of honor guards. That's going to be pretty nice to have. Good, he's moving away from my territory. I'm okay with that. That is good news there. I actually did not want him to succeed there. That would have been terrible. Alright. So now I could go after the headquarters up here, which would eliminate that race from doing its turn there. But I'm debating about it. It's a little bit risky. It is a level 12 versus I think it was a level 11 here. And the tower are a little bit crazy to work with. True story. Set off the mines. The problem is those mines are specific for the infantry, not for like specific for my tanks. But it's bad whoever I run in, basically. Banned in warfare. But I will call it quits there. I think we will take on the Tao Empire next time here and go after their headquarters, because I do want to get that territory. But I think getting rid of them first will make my life a little bit easier, because I don't want to end up being here flanked by 2 commanders that could easily try to get the drop on me on this territory after I've captured it. So I think it'll just be easier if I just take one out, get the territory, and then I'll come back for these guys over here. But that is it for today. I'm not gonna bother streaming on Thanksgiving. I don't even know how our schedule is gonna be working over there. Like, I know eventually a turkey will be cooked. I just don't know specifically when we start. My sister will be coming over. Don't know when she'll turn up, so I'm just gonna not bother. We'll just wait till next Tuesday to get streaming done and whatnot. Right? Could always learn a little bit more about the races, the enemies you will go up against. All educational here. But that is it. Hope you enjoy your weekend. I will see you next time. And take care, everyone.